warrior, and welcome to my channel, the best place for new and emerging leaders who want help navigating challenging conversations in the workplace. When it comes to goal setting, many of us tend to throw something together and kind of hope that it sticks. It's because we're usually thinking that we prefer to get on with doing the real work instead of making goals. It's absolutely normal to put goal setting off when you have no idea where to start. That's why in this video, I'll explain what a SMART goal is, how to create one so that you can know what to do and it won't be such a chore. At the end of this episode, you'll know exactly how to set SMART goals that stick and get you the results that you want in the new year. Before we get started, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and list one thing that you would like to create a goal for in 2021. Businesses and organizations across the planet set manageable goals to achieve objectives. This is so that the goals are clear to everyone involved. The SMART goals method was developed by George Doran, Arthur Miller, and James Cunningham in their 1981 article called "There's a Smart Way to Write Management Goals and Objectives." According to the SMART goal method, each goal should have these 5 components to make sure that you and your team can reach your goals and reap the benefits of achieving them. The word S.M.A.R.T stands for specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. The letter S in SMART goals stands for specific. When you set SMART goals, you and your team should have a very clear and simple idea of what the goal is about. A goal that's specific answers 4 questions: what, when, who, and how. A specific goal will outline exactly what needs to be accomplished. This helps you to establish what the main focus of the goal is, and it'll help you to narrow down what needs to be completed. The second question is, when should the goal take place? Details that include a specific beginning and end date help everyone to hold themselves accountable for the deadline. The third question to ask is, who will need to perform the task that needs to be completed? It's important to identify who is responsible for completing the goal. Deciding whether or not the task is assigned to a specific individual or to a group of people will cut down on confusion in the long run. The final question is, how will they do it? After you determine who is responsible for completing the goal, you'll need to incorporate action items or steps for completing that goal. Including information for how to accomplish the goal clearly outlines what team members need to do when performing the task. Let me know in the comments if you plan to use these tips to make your SMART goals specific in the future. The next letter is M. SMART goals should also be measurable. When you set a SMART goal, you'll want to include some way of measuring it. There should be some way of assessing whether or not you hit the mark that you're aiming for. This could include some kind of numerical way of indicating what needs to be measured. For example, this could include the number of customers that should receive a certain product or service by a certain deadline. It could also look like a predetermined number of units or items that should be produced as a measurable outcome. No one likes wishy-washy goals, and those kinds of goals leave everyone uncertain. Goals that don't include some way to gauge the progress towards an outcome in a quantifiable way will make it difficult for everyone to stay on the same page in verifying that the goal was actually accomplished. Including some form of measurement will help you determine whether or not the goal is completed successfully. So on to the next letter. The letter A in SMART goals signifies that SMART goals should be attainable. When you set SMART goals, you want to ensure that you have certain factors in place to ensure the highest possibility of success. This means that you want to have the necessary resources in place to ensure that you reach your objective. For example, in the same way that a painter is sure to have paintbrushes, acrylic paints, and a canvas before starting a masterpiece, or a mountain climber will have all of the necessary equipment like rope, harness, and climbing helmet, and the like, you will also want to ensure that your goal includes key items that make it attainable. As a leader who's crafting an attainable goal, you'll want to ask yourself questions such as, do I have everything necessary to reach the goal? And do I need to partner with someone else to ensure that this goal can be accomplished? On to the letter R. The letter R in SMART goals indicates that SMART goals should be realistic. When you set SMART goals, you want to be sure to write the goal so that it's relevant to the specific work that you're trying to accomplish and so that it fits within your established framework for your business unit. You want to draft the goal so that it aligns with your current work environment and your business needs. Goals that aren't realistic never move from theory to practical, actionable items. Setting lofty goals may look good on paper, but if they're not based in reality, they probably won't get done, and your team will have a hard time getting on board. This can lead to lack of buy-in among team members, and you definitely want employees to be on board with working toward the goal, or it'll never ever get accomplished. If you want to know more about how to get employees buy-in when completing objectives, check out my video series on how leaders can communicate their vision. I'll leave the card up here, and I'll also leave the link in the description box below. So back to setting realistic goals. Asking the following kinds of questions could be useful to you when setting a realistic goal. You can ask things like, does my team have the time or the manpower to accomplish the goal as it's currently designed? Or you could ask, do I need to go back to the drawing board and make adjustments to the goal so that it fits what's manageable for my business unit? Now for the T in SMART goals. They should be timely. When you set SMART goals, you should always establish a specific time frame for completing the goal. Determining how long it should take to complete a specific goal helps those responsible create a roadmap for what needs to be done to work within the estimated time frame. This established deadline or time frame should also include milestones along the way to gauge progress. This will serve as a tracking measure to keep everyone on target for achieving the objective. You also need firm deadlines within the goal framework. This will help hold everyone accountable. It should also include logistics like who, what needs to be, where, when, how, that kind of thing. You get my drift. Now you may ask, why even set goals? Goal setting creates a clear picture of what you need to accomplish. Goal setting can help you and your team to stay on the same page about what you're working toward. It can also help you to gauge how much progress you're making. It can help with time management, and it gives everyone a sense of purpose for the work that needs to be done. Most of all, goal setting can help you work smarter and not harder. What better motivation do you need than that? Comment below with the words SMART goals in all caps if you plan to set SMART goals moving forward. Now, if you're watching this video and you want to learn more about how to prepare for your next promotion, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell, because in my next video, I'm going to talk about how to make yourself the most eligible candidate before the new job is even posted. As always, have a great week, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Goodbye.